Hey everyone, Heather Peterman here. This is video number 4 in a series of videos that I'm doing about adrenal fatigue and adrenal health. And today I want to touch on a subject that I get asked about all the time. This is a question that I hear in almost every consult that I do, and certainly people reach out to me and ask me all the time. And that question is, I'm working out, I'm doing everything that I need to do, I'm eating good, I'm eating healthy, and I can't lose weight. My body is holding on to weight. So that's a big thing that keys us into the fact that you might have adrenal fatigue in the first place, or that your body may not be handling stress the way that it should, and there might be something that's going awry in the way that your body is processing. So ideally, the more energy you expend and the less calories you take in, the more weight that you should lose. However, when your body is in a state of adrenal fatigue and it doesn't have what it needs to protect itself, and it kind of goes into survival mode, the more you work out, the more your body perceives stress, and the more difficulty you're going to have in losing weight. So what I hear all the time, especially from high-level athletes, is that I'm pushing it. I'm working really, really hard, and I'm actually gaining weight, or my muscle mass just isn't there. And that's because the body needs certain nutrients, and it needs certain things to be able to handle and adapt to these stresses. And while you're working out is a good stress. It's a very good stress that we put on our body, and we need to have that stress. Your body still perceives it as another state of stress, and it's just another thing that your body needs to do. So please don't take it as I'm saying that you shouldn't work out or you should cut back your workouts, because that's not what I'm saying. We absolutely need movement. We absolutely need to keep our bodies going. One of my mentors would always say movement is medicine, and that's been a motto in my life pretty much since I started practicing integrative medicine. So I definitely want you to keep up with the movement aspect of what you're doing. Keep up with your workouts and keep up with your routines. But where we need to make the switch is in the fuel that you're giving your body. So there's a lot that we can do with supplements. You can always reach out to me, and I'm happy to work with you on a supplement regimen. But the really big place that we can start making a difference and a shift is in the nutrients that we take in, or the foods that we eat. So there's a lot of different fad diets out there. There's a lot of different information. And even as somebody with a nutritional background and a degree in nutrition, it's still kind of confusing to wade through the information. So what I want to give you today is just a little snippet that you can take away and you can start putting into practice. And that little snippet is that fat is good for you. I need you to start eating fat. Every cell in your body is covered with fat. Our body needs fat to sustain energy and to sustain normal function of our everyday activities. So when we're eating all of these foods that are low fat, non-fat, they've had the fat content taken out or they've been replaced with something else, your body is so starving, it's thirsty, it wants those good saturated fats that are going to cover all of the cells and help build things like hyaline cartilage around your bones to help protect you. It's going to do things like fuel your brain and keep all the yin energy of your body, which is that nice cooling energy, good and rich. But when you take all of that out, everything starts to suffer. So I want you to start putting that back in. And there's all kinds of sources for good saturated fats, but you can start with your good healthy oils like coconut oil, almond oil, olive oil, avocado oil. All of those are really good sources of nutrient-dense, great oils that you can start adding back into your diet and cooking with. Grapeseed oil is a good alternative for olive oil, because olive oil has a really low hot point where it starts to go rancid if it gets too hot. So grapeseed oil is a good alternative for cooking. Olive oil is a little bit better for colder foods. I have an Italian heritage and I use olive oil on pretty much everything. So, you know, as long as you're getting those good, healthy oils in, you're going to be in better shape. Eating avocados is a really great source of a good nutrient-dense, rich, and good saturated fat source. Other sources that you can look at are going to be nuts, like pecans and walnuts are really great sources that are going to help nourish your body, and they have some really great other effects too that we can talk about later on. Whole butter is going to be a really great source. Butter's kind of been chastised for a long time, and it was removed from a lot of people's diets. And that stems back to this whole diet heart hypothesis that has been debunked back in the 50s. They talked about saturated fats being bad for you and saturated fats being bad for cardiovascular health and potentially leading to high cholesterol and heart attack. That has since been debunked over and over again. There's another video that I'm going to put out that we're really going to talk about that, but I want you to be able to take that away, that eating good fats and healthy fats is not bad for your cardiovascular system. It's actually very good for you. What we don't want you to do is sit down and eat bacon every day and things like that. But these good, healthy fats are actually really good. When you start adding these back in, you'll start to realize that your body has more of a sustained level of energy and it's not robbing energy sources from other places. And your body will start to let go of belly fat. So if you've been really out there hitting it hard at the gym and really depriving yourself of foods and really trying to eat as healthy as you can, but you're just frustrated because you've been stuck around the middle where you've got this little bit of fat that won't let go, or you've been feeling like you're just not quite yourself, adding these saturated fats in will help start to get that to go away. You'll start to shed weight. You'll feel slimmer. You won't feel as bloated and swollen up. And the other thing that you need to do when you start increasing these saturated fats, and just even if you decide not to do that, is to really increase your water intake. Your body needs a lot of water to function on a daily basis. And I usually tell my people that I'm working with adrenal fatigue and who are holding on to that extra weight is to really start increasing your water up to about 1 gallon of water a day. And that sounds like a lot for a lot of people, but really once you start doing that, your body will start just shedding all of that excess fluid that it's holding on to. And again, you'll notice that you feel slimmer, you feel lighter, your face doesn't look as swollen, the dark circles under your eyes start to go away, your complexion looks better, and that fat around the middle starts to go away. So those are really my big takeaways for the day. I just wanted to touch on the topic and broach the subject of this question of why can't I lose weight when I'm hitting it hard, and I'm doing everything that I can do to move my body, to work out, to exercise, and to pull in the right nutrition, but I'm still holding on to weight and I'm still not feeling comfortable in my own skin. That is absolutely something a lot of people are going through. It's absolutely associated with this syndrome that we refer to as adrenal fatigue, and there's 100% things that you can do. So your takeaways are going to be start including more saturated fats, pull from that list that I gave you, especially those good healthy oils. Start incorporating real butter and start eating some more nuts, especially walnuts and pecans. Those are going to be the big helpers. And start eating an avocado a day, because that's a really great thing to start to add in to your body to really give it the fuel that it needs. And increase your water up to 1 gallon of water a day and give it a good week or two and see how you feel. I think you'll notice a pretty big difference pretty early on, even if you don't do anything else. Those things alone start to make a difference. Of course, adrenal fatigue and all of these symptoms that we're talking about are complex, and we need a comprehensive care plan to get you better. But these are really good tips that you can take home that are actionable, and you can start seeing a difference. Even if it's a small difference in the way that you feel, it's enough to get your buy-in, to get you feeling better, so that you can dig a little bit deeper into this and start really working on rehabbing and recovering from adrenal fatigue. If you like the information that I'm sharing, as always, please like, share, and comment below, and subscribe. The more subscribers we have, the more shares I have, the more this information gets out there, and the more I know that I can keep making these videos because it's helping somebody and putting somebody in the right direction, because I love doing these, but I want to make sure people are watching. So please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, get this information out in the community, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.